Reading I-Ching. Enthusiasm. Composition of hexagram. Thunder and lightning strike the earth. Whereas some of the previous hexagrams were more like conceptual illustrations than actual images, this hexagram corresponds well to a phenomenon that we often encounter in nature. In the rainy season, dark clouds often cover the sky, and thunderstorms strikes on earth. One may see this image and recall the expression, "a bolt from the blue," which means that something happens out of nowhere. But here I want to interpret it in a slightly different way. You can expect from the sound of thunderstorm, that there are clouds of rain nearby, and that it is likely to shower down soon. In I-Ching, the rain is often interpreted favorably, probably because our ancestors depended on agriculture. Enthusiasm seems to let you know what will happen in the near future. While you have been faithful to the present, as was described in the previous hexagram modesty, now may be the time to look ahead, and prepare for the future. What will come tomorrow may not be always good for you, but it can be still advantageous to know what will happen, as you can anticipate future events, and avoid a bigger problem. Overall meaning. As was the case of the previous hexagram, this hexagram is also filled with the lines of yin, except for the single yang at the bottom of the upper trigram. Such composition seems to imply that it focuses more on the importance of planning and preparing, rather than rushing forward to the future. In some way, this hexagram feels similar to hexagram number 3, difficulty at the beginning. The hexagram number 3 also told you to prepare for the future events patiently. However, difficulty at the beginning was composed only of clouds and thunderstorm, which did not give you any definite clue about what and how things will happen in the future, and told you to prepare your mind, based on the hints given by the dim light of the lightning. On the other hand, this hexagram shows that you are standing on a solid ground, which you may have already sprinkled seeds on, and are waiting for the rain you can predict clearly, as the logical next step. Predicting the future in this hexagram does not mean special psychic powers. Even if you have no special ability, when you look back on your past, and ponder the current situation, it is possible to predict what will happen in the future to some extent. On the contrary, you may draw the image of the future you want in your mind, plan to make that future into a reality, and then faithfully prepare what you need to do now, in order to make your dream come true. It can be also seen as a way of anticipating the future. The hexagram of enthusiasm, which is located at the center of the second cycle of upper part of I-Ching, seems to indicate that what we are waiting for is not the goal of a mere individual, but the next step of a greater cycle that takes place according to the principle of nature. The future is not an unexpected random event, but a logical result that we can predict and prepare in advance. Some of the future may be inevitable, and we may not have the power to stop or slow it down at our own discretion. How should we prepare ourselves for such events?